He worked from home consulting, whatever that meant. His office door stayed closed most of the time. He never had visitors. Never got personal mail beyond generic envelopes. No old photos anywhere. Just abstract art prints you buy in sets. The fridge was organized like a diagram. Labels forward. Expiration dates visible. If something ran low, it was replaced immediately. Sometimes I'd notice brands change. Like the milk would be a different company than the one from the week before. I assumed he shopped sales. He vacuumed twice a week. He wiped the baseboards. He cleaned the walls. Actually, that's not true. He wiped the walls. Specifically, he would be diligent on the patched sections. That part stuck with me later. At the time, I thought he was just one of those obsessiveness freaks. Germaphobes even. Or what my granddad would call one of them neatniks. I didn't break the guest rule for almost a month. Not because I respected it. Because I didn't want to risk losing the place. But one night I met a girl at a bar downtown. Her name was Mara. She had this silver ring on her right hand, turquoise stone, slightly chipped along the edge. I remember because she kept twisting it when she talked. She wasn't from town. Just passing through for a few weeks for work. We hit it off. I told her I had roommates but they were chill. That was the first lie. We went back to my place. I justified it to myself because Daniel was out doing whatever he did out late. When we walked in, she looked around and said, "This place is nice. Doesn't look like two guys live here." I laughed. Said he was particular. We ordered food and flipped through streaming options. That's when we landed on a documentary. She and I bonded over our love for true crime, so it was a total pull that my Netflix account assisted. It was about an unidentified serial offender operating in upstate counties. The media called him the vacancy squatter. I remember joking that the title sounded like a rejected horror movie. The documentary said the killer targeted homes whose owners were on extended vacations. He'd break in, live there for weeks, sometimes months. The interior would remain almost untouched, except for subtle differences. Groceries replaced with different brands. Furniture shifted by inches. New drywall patches discovered months later. The theory of this killer was he would aim for sex workers. For several women in different counties would go missing. Those disappearances weren't immediately linked at first. One homeowner never came back from a supposed trip. Authorities are still looking to find who this killer is, but the documentary was more of a speculative hit piece than any conclusive case. After it was over, Mara and I debated if all those killings, 8 is what they said, are really linked to one killer or just separate incidents. Mara nudged me. "Imagine watching this in a stranger's apartment," she said. I told her she was paranoid. She sat up and went to use the bathroom. A moment later, that's when I heard knocked coming from the hallway. I turned with a slight race in my heart to see she was tapping on the dry wall with her tongue sticking out. Just playful. But then she asked after tapping it again, "Why does that sound hollow?" she asked. I froze, remembering Daniel's rules, but oddly it did sound hollow. Not like insulation. Like empty space. Daniel's bedroom door opened. I'd never seen him move that fast. He stood there, face blank. Not angry, not confused, just blank. "Who is this?" he asked calmly.